Hi everybody, and welcome back to another episode of A to Z Mega Madness. And this time we are featuring Mega Blastoise. After a really fun week with Mega Barbaracle last week, check that out episode if you haven't seen it yet. And we're now featuring another Water type and another Shell Smash Pokemon, but thought we'd try and go with something a little bit different. So here is Blastoise on the team with a few other friends here. Now, obviously, we are in our relation MB with, Staraptor and Metagross and a few other cool Pokemon flying around. But actually, I'm not really using any of the new Pokemon, but I might be trying to bluff that slightly with the Raichu here too. Looks probably like it should be dual Mega, but it's not. So, the core thing about this team is Blastoise wants to be in Trick Room. So as you can see from the stats here, it's actually a quiet nature with minimum speed. So ideally, Blastoise Farigiraf is quite a powerful lead because you can fake out with Blastoise and then be the sweeper at the same time. And what's nice about Farigiraf is that with Grimmsnarl running around a bit too, you can then, once you're in Trick Room, Psychic Fangs first to get rid of any screens your opponent might have set up, and then Blastoise can still hit really hard. And then you can boost up the damage of your Water Spouts with Rain Dance, as well as resetting, Sun from Charizard. And then Helping Hand as well to kind of boost up damage even further on its other moves like Dark Pulse or Aura Sphere that might just about miss KOs. And so Farigiraf's bulk there is to survive a modest max special attack Weather Ball from Charizard Y in the Sun. And the defense there is to survive a +2 attack King Gambit Black Glasses Kowtow Cleave with the Culver Berry. And so its job is to get up Trick Room as best as it can, and Blastoise make the most of it. Now, Pelipper's also there as well to boost up the damage as well if Farigiraf isn't around for the game, or maybe it hasn't had the chance to set up Rain Dance. We can set the Rain here too. And Hurricane is obviously very nice as well to really punish those grass types that might want to be coming in against our Blastoise here. Sinistcha being maybe a bigger problem too. Raichu also keeps Blastoise safe from the electric types, like other Raichu, for instance, too, Rotom, that sort of thing. Encore to kind of shut down or maybe punish some setup, and Thunder just for big damage. A good answer for Staraptor too, from that perspective. Sinistcha, really good support here too. Because Water Spout is our only water move, it's really important that Blastoise stays healthy if we want to be actually using those water moves. So Pelipper can kind of back us up a little bit there with its Weather Ball, but on the whole, Blastoise definitely wants to be healthy. And so with both Hospitality and Life Dew, Sinistcha can really keep Blastoise around. And it has a second Trick Room option too. Sinistcha is particularly bulky on the physical side this time, and that should be enough to survive most Brave Birds from Mega Staraptor, and the rest are up to Special Defense. And with a Cassip Berry, it should be able to survive Mega Gengar, Shadow Balls, and some other powerful Ghost type attacks as well. And finally, Sizzle. It's the second Mega on the team. We probably won't get a lot of use out of it today, because the focus is more on Blastoise here. But for basically the Mega Floette teams, especially ones with Calm Mind, Blastoise doesn't really like to face that. Not running Flash Cannon, for instance. And especially if it's combined with some weather control, like with Ninetales, for instance, setting up snow, then Blastoise is not going to have a great time. And Sizzle does into that sort of thing, right? So if you want to basically be using this as a team composition as a whole, to kind of do, have options to do everything, then that's why Sizzle is there too. So that's the team. Let's see how we do in some battles right now. Okay. Garchomp, Incineroar, Corviknight, Serena, Metagross, and Tyranitar. Hey, Sand Team. Very cool. And with Metagross, one of the new Pokemon for Regulation MB. Now, how to play this. Corviknight's always one of those boss Pokemon you got to make sure you put an answer for. And so, I'm obviously looking at my own Raichu as something that can deal with that fairly handily. Sand, unfortunately, will kind of chip my Sash unless I can control the weather. Obviously, Blastoise also does blast through a decent amount of this team, to be fair. Is quite nice. Actually, the Serena might be the problem here. So I don't have Ice Beam. Might be Pelipper on Pelipper to kind of hit this really hard with Hurricane. T-Tar in the back would be a bit of a problem, eh? I'm tempted to do this with maybe Sinistcha in the back, I think. Yeah, this isn't quite a Farigiraf game. I don't think. Okay, good luck. Have fun to my opponent. Let's do this. Sinnoh and Tyranitar straight off the bat here. It's good to kind of get the reveal, I suppose. Okay. So we could trade fake outs. But it's also very Pelipper to get in tempted. Very tempted to get in Pelipper. Just to kind of preserve the sash, you know. So I could, like, switch protect. Oh, it's risky switching in, though. Into what could be a rock slide, that's the problem. So, I'm going to fake out the Incineroar, actually. And let's just rip the Water Spout. I'd rather, I think, just deal the damage here than, like, stall out sand turns because it's more advantageous for them than me. I'll fake out first. So they were faking out as well, most likely, and it is Dragon Dance. It's alright. Naturally faster than my Blastoise, which makes a lot of sense, because I'm min-speed Blastoise. First of all, full health Water Spout. Here we go. Double KO. Thank you very much. We did crit the Tyranitar. I want to say that didn't matter, but it depends probably on the bulk of the Tyranitar itself. I probably did, actually, probably should have survived there. Just look at the count. Yeah, no, it shouldn't have survived. It definitely should have survived. Whoopsie. Okay. Good start. That's worth shipping the sash, isn't it? Okay. And I can heal it up with Sinistcha, I've just realised too. Well, now Raichu's kind of done its job. And especially as Corviknight is not here. I'm actually tempted to protect. And maybe actually switch to, yeah, Sinistcha here. What I want to do here is keep Raichu around so that I can threaten Encore into something next turn. And also ski if Garchomp is indeed Choice Scarf, whether it locks itself into something. So it's Earthquake first into their own Serena. Doesn't necessarily mean there's Choice Scarf. What's Serena going to do? Triple Axle? Right, so good switch by me. Yeah, Drop Kick actually getting a buff in Pokemon Champions. Extra power behind it. Okay, yeah, not too much revealed there, obviously. Drop Kick. Is that something I want to Encore? Like, I'd ideally want to get up Trick Room here. So, Encore might make sense, actually. Yeah. Because this should keep my Sinistcha safe this turn from, like, what could be a triple axle. But yeah, it's just an Earthquake. So yeah, Raichu going down, obviously. And then this has to be Drop Kick, which won't KO Sinistcha. Trick Room goes up. And then because I am quite Blastoise, we should be able to unspeed and deal with Serena before we get Drop Kicked as well. Okay. Yeah, Serena is like naturally slower than Blastoise, but I doubt it'll be negative speed nature. Or stat alignment. Sorry. So, yeah, let's bring Blastoise again. Great job. And now we can... Ooh, I was thinking about Water Spouting. But I should probably just deal with this Sarin over there. Yeah. Dark Pulse should be enough. And I will Light Dew here. Yeah, that's definitely enough with the Mega Launcher and max special attack Blastoise. And then we heal up. And I think all this Garchomp can really do is continue to Earthquake. It's most likely Sand Veil as well. Okay, just Dragon Claw, fine. And it's the last turn of Sand. And I think they focus. Cool! Very nice! Blastoise is powerful. Obviously, the crit on Tyrannosaur kind of helped a little bit. But it'd be interesting to know if that made much difference to the match itself. Obviously, a decent amount, because it would have outsped quite a lot. Maybe my Raichu as well. I was probably Mega too. So, yeah, probably didn't matter, but we take those. Right. Ooh, that's very much a rain team. Swampert, Basilican Male, Sableye, Dragonite, Archalon, Pelipper. Alright. Well, we're in agreement there. Raichu's going to be big here, I think. You could Thunder targets, redirect away Electro shots from Arch. Looks quite good. Yeah, definitely not a Scizor game here, given that almost everything resists Bullet Punch. But it could be a Trick Room game. And I think Frigorock could be nice here, especially in front of a Sableye, which is otherwise quite a problem. So let's go Friggs in the lead, I think. Maybe just with Blastoise, I think, for some fake out pressure. Just try and get up Trick Room. And then Sinister looks kind of nice. Yeah, it's either Raichu or Pelipper, I think. I think the rain's going to be up either way. I think they want it more. So it might come anyway. So I think I'm actually going to bring Raichu in the back here. No Pelipper. So I think they'll be more inclined to bring theirs. We'll see. Good luck. Have fun. To Xvid. Yeah. Pelipper basket. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind this actually. Because you should be able to get Trick Room up here. Assuming Frigorock is bulky enough. I may well be very much underestimating Basket Legion. But I've got a lot of physical bulk on Frigorock here. Yeah. And then fake out the Pelipper will kind of guarantee the Trick Room in theory. Okay. And then we'll see the speed orders here as well. Lowest likely Basket Legion next. Yeah, Wave Crash. Okay. So, should survive? Yeah. Okay, nice. Pelipper flinches, and Trick Room goes up. Very nice. And it's Wave Crash as well, so still could be Choice Scarf. Could be Mystic. I don't think it's Mystic Water. I think it would have done a bit more damage if it was Mystic Water. Okay. This could be the opportunity to maybe get in Sinister, because if Swampert eventually comes in, I want to be able to threaten that with a one-hit KO, and that's Frigorock is not going to be able to do that. So yeah, let's get in Sin. Dark Pulse, Basket Legion, I think. There was no argument actually for like waiting a turn there, so Sinister could come in and use his hospitality. Let's see. Okay, Archer's here, but this is why we got Aura Sphere on Blastoise. And okay, we get the done on this. That's really good. It's good to know we've got yeah, Raichu in the back. So once we're out of Trick Room, it can just deal with Pelipper quite nicely. Right. Next up. So, depending on our Chaladon's bulk, Aura Sphere does have a chance to KO. But if they're quite especially defensive, it probably won't. And Machagotcha's chip is so negligible that it still might not make the difference. But what's a lot safer is to Rage Powder here instead. Or switch to Raichu. And I think Raichu is the play, in my opinion. As we Aura Sphere. There's always a chance I just get the KO outright anyway. And yeah, Raichu's likely to be a target of at least something. Okay, we just KO. Okay, cool. That's cool. And yeah, obviously the advantage of bringing Sinister in the back as well is that I can bring in Hospitality yet again. But yeah. Good switch in. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, that's correct, fine. I was going to say, Raichu isn't the bulkiest, but we're resisted here. I thought I was going to take a little bit less. Okay, this is looking pretty strong. Got a fake out turn this turn as well. And there's the Swampert final. So, battle info, Trick Room, 2 more turns, Rain, 2 more turns. So, Sinister, if it can come in at the right time, could be quite good here. I mean, it should survive a Swampert attack either way. So, we've got a fake out turn, as I say. So, where should we throw that? Maybe Pelipper, actually, because that can deny a wide guard. Oh, no. It might not, actually. Ooh. Might not. Because of the speed priority, I think it's the same as fake out. Protect, alright, it's fine. But we are going to get a full power rain boosted water spout here. Okay. I don't think we're going to KO, but this is going to do a bit. Ooh, okay, 4% fine. Oh, that's an earthquake, yep, makes sense. And yeah, Raichu's going down, okay, so it's a good play from them. Do that. Okay. Last turn of Trick Room now. So they can always protect Swampert here. Yeah, I think it has to be Sinister. Yeah, so heal up a little bit of health, which is obviously always nice. They've got to protect Swampert. And maybe they go for the double on Pelipper. Either way, what am I going to do? I think I just double attack. Or rather, like, Machagotcha covers Swampert, not protecting. And then we just Dark Pulse Pelipper. And hopefully that double up should KO Pelipper too. It doesn't get protect. Which it doesn't look like they're going for. Okay. So this probably doesn't KO. Yeah, but Machagotcha. Do you me gotcha? Yes, okay. That's really good. And Swampert, even though it stalls out Trick Room, it stalls out the rain. Which is also lovely for me. Very nice. GG's, Blastoise popping up with all that power. Sceptile. Very cool. Rotom Heat, Glimora, Garchomp, Sylveon, and Metagross. Sceptile, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I just love it. It's just such a cool Pokemon. I can't get into it. Like, I'll have to wait a few more months before we get through all the Megas to get to S. Okay. Could be Mega Metagross as well. Could obviously be Mega Garchomp. Could be Mega Glamora. And they probably want to bring Sceptile, honestly, to the match against me. Good matchup to Blastoise, especially as I don't have Ice Beam. They don't know that. Trick Room is pretty nice for me here too. Not any obvious ways for them to stop it either. I'm not sure how many of those Pokemon can even learn Taunt either. If any. So I think Rig Blastoise seems okay here. Do I want Raichu to protect from Rotom Heat? I'm going to say no. I'm going to do this. Because at least I've got Rage Powder on Sinistrai instead as another way of dealing with it. Because I can see them not bringing Rotom Heat because it's a fire type as well. And bringing that into rain where you don't have obvious weather control doesn't seem great to me. So, yeah. I'm completely wrong. So there it is. Rotom. Yay. I'm wondering whether to just switch Blastoise out. Like, if I protect, I'd protect. Maybe I'm under it. Because, like, if I switch to Pelipper and get the rain up, I might instantly go down. No, I'm going to stay in. Because at least I know Blastoise will survive a Thunderbolt if it's that. Okay. There's Sceptile. So awesome. Ugh. I'm so not mad if I lose, honestly. Sceptile's just... Ugh. Not the best Mega, unfortunately, but it could be good here. Let's see. Okay. Fake Out comes out. Sceptile is most likely flinching first, but no! It is Choice Scarf Rotom. Alright, fair enough. Okay. But Trick Room still goes up, though. I don't mind that too much. Obviously, I'm locked into Trick Room now, so Trick Room really wants to switch. And I can just Water Spout here. And that's probably what I'm going to have to do, because otherwise... I don't think I can deal with the Sceptile, because I don't have Ice Beam. I thought so hard about putting on Ice Beam on Blastoise as well. But the other two moves have also already been so good. Let's go Pelipper. And just dunk on something. See if they save Rotom or not. Yeah, just get the rain up. And at least Pelipper will, even if Blastoise goes down, will be in position to then threaten Hurricane into Sceptile this turn. So protect. That's good for me. But yeah, they're scared of the Ice Beam. But I don't go for it, unfortunately. Yep, this is a decent position now. Depends on what they've got in the back, obviously. Yeah, at the moment, Hurricane, bam, that Sceptile's gone. That's Metagross. Yeah, I don't mind this, really. Because I can just, throw a Hurricane into that slot, and then probably just Water Spout again. What does more? If I had a bit of time to work this out, I would try and map it, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so full health Water Spout actually does a little bit more than a super effective Mega Launcher Dark Pulse. But yeah, only because the rain is up, obviously. So let's Water Spout. Unfortunately, Hurricane's going to go first. No, sorry, Water's going to go first, so it'll be double target. But actually, this is not a bad thing with Guard Pump coming in here. Great reasons Water Spout. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. That is golden. And there was no crits this time. Okay, no crits. Blastoise, you are so goated. So if you just attacked, you would have been alright. Right, Hurricane. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, just Water Spout. Okay, gonna need a few more of those. I suppose I should just check the rain turns to make sure they aren't running out anytime soon. Two more turns of rain, last turn of Trick Room. So, yeah, I think I just keep up the Hurricane. Should probably switch out Blastoise, honestly. Yeah, get in for Riggs. So at least we can kind of threaten with another Trick Room next turn as we kind of protect Pelipper. Oh, they don't even protect. Okay, right, fine. Life Orb Hurricane is going to be enough. Sorry, Sceptile. Blastoise is the awesome one today. Sorry, buddy. And we almost take no damage on our team. Let's go! Beautiful. Masterful tier as well. About time. So there's the team. Really, really good fun this week. My goodness, Blastoise really popped up with all those powerful moves. My goodness. Really love the coverage on it as well. Obviously, missing Ice Beam some of the time there. But I think there'll be plenty of matches where I'd miss Aura Sphere, for instance, if we were up against King Gambit or another Archaludon. Or we'd miss Dark Pulse. You know, Basque Legion Male is like such a threat. And like Dark Pulse is so good for that too. Whereas, you know, you could argue it's good to Sinister, but Ice Beam is also too. So it's quite as a toss up there, isn't it? But anyway, hope you enjoy. The replica code is right there on your screen if you would like to try it out yourself. And stay tuned for next week where we'll be featuring Mega Blaziken in our A to Z series there as well. So I think Blaziken can do a lot as well. So it's kind of narrowing down what it is going to do for this particular team. But stay tuned for that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.